Hello everyone, and welcome to another video, where we're going to explore the thrilling world of The Expendables 2. Released in 2012, the film is a sequel to The Expendables, action pack that brought together some of the biggest names in Hollywood, such as Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, and many more. We'll take a look at the amazing cast of The Expendables 2, their ages, and how they are today. So, get ready for a film that will keep you on the edge of your seat, and let's get started. Barney Ross is the leader of the Expendables, a group of elite who undertake dangerous missions around the world. He is a skilled fighter, marksman, and strategist who values loyalty and friendship above all else. Barney is played by Sylvester Stallone, an American actor, director, producer, and screenwriter who was born on July 6, 1946 in New York City. Some of his other roles are Rocky Balboa in the Rocky series, and John Rambo in the Rambo series. Stallone was 66 years, and is currently 77 years old. Lee Christmas is Barney's second-in-command and best friend. He is a former SAS soldier and an expert in knife combat and throwing. Lee is played by Jason Statham, an English actor and producer who was born on July 26, 1967 in Shirebrook, Derbyshire. Some of his other roles are Frank Martin in the Transporter series, and Deckard Shaw in the Fast and Furious series. Statham was 45 years, and is currently 56 years old. Booker is a legendary mercenary who is known as the Lone Wolf for his preference to work alone. He is an old friend of Barney and Trench, and helps the Expendables in their fight against villain. Booker is played by Chuck Norris, an American martial artist, actor, and film producer who was born on March 10, 1940 in Ryan, Oklahoma. Some of his other roles are Cordell Walker in Walker, Texas Ranger, and Matt Logan in the Delta Force. Norris was 72 years old, and is currently 83 years old. Ian Young is a martial arts master and a former member of the Expendables. He leaves the team to escort Dr. Zhou back to China after rescuing him from Nepal. Ian Young is played by Jet Li, a Chinese actor, film producer, and retired wushu champion who was born on April 26, 1963 in Beijing, China. Some of his other roles are Wang Fei-hung in the Once Upon a Time in China series, and Hu Yuanjia in Fearless. Lee was 49 years old, and is currently 60 years old. Church is a CIA operative who hires the Expendables for various missions. He has a tense relationship with Barney due to their conflicting agendas and methods. Church is played by Bruce Willis, an American actor, producer, and singer who was born on March 19, 1955 in Idar-Oberstein, West Germany. Some of his other roles are John McClane in the Die Hard series, and David Dunn in the Unbreakable trilogy. Willis was 57 years old, and is currently 68 years old. Gunnar Jensen is a former member of the Swedish Armed Forces and a sniper for the Expendables. He suffers from mental instability due to his excessive use of drugs and alcohol. Gunnar is played by Dolph Lundgren, a Swedish actor, filmmaker, martial artist, and chemical engineer who was born on November 3, 1957 in Spånga, Stockholm County. Some of his other roles are Ivan Drago in Rocky IV, and Andrew Scott in Universal Soldier. Lundgren was 54 years old, and is currently 65 years old. Maggie Chan is a Chinese intelligence agent who specializes in computer hacking and cryptography. She joins the Expendables as a consultant to help them retrieve a device containing the location of 5 tons of weapons-grade plutonium from Villain. Maggie is played by Yunnan, a Chinese actress who was born on September 5, 1978 in Dalian, Liaoning Province. Some of her other roles are Wen Qiuyuan in Tuya's Marriage, and Sun Fong in Speed Angels. Yunnan was 33 years old, and is currently 45 years old. Hale Caesar is a former member of the U.S. Army and a heavy weapons specialist for the Expendables. He is a close friend of Barney and often acts as his right-hand man. Hale is played by Terry Crews, an American actor, comedian, activist, and former professional football player who was born on July 30, 1968 in Flint, Michigan. Some of his other roles are Julius Rock in Everybody Hates Chris, and Terry Jeffords in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Cruz was 44 years old, and is currently 55 years old. Jean Villain is the main antagonist of the film, a ruthless mercenary leader who seeks to obtain a cache of weapons-grade plutonium. He kills Billy the Kid and threatens to destroy the world with a nuclear bomb. Jean Villain is played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, a Belgian actor and martial artist who was born on October 18, 1960 in Berchem-Saint-Agathe, Brussels. Some of his other roles are Frank Dux in Bloodsport, and Luc Devereaux in Universal Soldier. Van Damme was 51 years old, and is currently 63 years old. Toll Road is one of the members of the Expendables, a demolitions expert who uses a large wrench as his weapon of choice. He is loyal to Barney Ross and his team, and helps them fight against Jean Villain and his men. Toll Road is played by Randy Couture, an American actor and former mixed martial artist who was born on June 22, 1963 in Everett, Washington. Some of his other roles are Sargon in The Scorpion King, Rise of a Warrior, and Captain Michaels in The Expendables. Couture was 49 years old, and is currently 60 years old. Billy the Kid is the newest recruit of the Expendables, a skilled sniper who becomes Barney Ross's protege. He plans to retire after completing one last mission, but he is captured and killed by Jean Villain, which motivates the Expendables to seek revenge. Billy the Kid is played by Liam Hemsworth, an Australian actor who was born on January 13, 1990 in Melbourne, Victoria. Some of his other roles are Gale Hawthorne in the Hunger Games series, and Jake Morrison in Independence Day: Resurgence. Hemsworth was 22 years old, and is currently 33 years old. Hector is one of the henchmen of Jean Villain, a skilled fighter who uses a pair of blades as his weapons. He is responsible for capturing Billy the Kid and torturing him in front of Barney Ross. Hector is played by Scott Adkins, an English actor and martial artist who was born on June 17, 1976 in Sutton Coldfield, West Midlands. Some of his other roles are Yuri Boyka in Undisputed 2, Last Man Standing, and Lucian in Doctor Strange. Adkins was 36 years old, and is currently 47 years old. Trench is a former member of the Expendables, who left the team after a falling out with Barney Ross. He now works as a rival mercenary, but he also helps the Expendables when they need backup. Trench is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, an Austrian-American actor and former politician who was born on July 30, 1947 in Thal, Styria. Some of his other roles are the Terminator in the Terminator series, and John Matrix in Commando. Schwarzenegger was 65 years old, and is currently 76 years old. Pilar is a woman who lives in a village that is attacked by Jean Villain and his men. She helps the Expendables by providing them with information and shelter. Pilar is played by Amanda Ooms, a Swedish actress who was born on September 5, 1964 in Kalmar County, Sweden. Some of her other roles are Anna Lindhagen in Hamilton, Indiana: The Interest of the Nation, and Eva Lindgren in Wallander: Firewall. Ooms was 48 years old, and is currently 59 years old. Billy's wife is the girlfriend of Billy the Kid, who waits for him to return from his missions. She is unaware of his death until Barney Ross visits her and gives her Billy's letter and dog tags. Billy's wife is played by Nicolette Noel, an American actress who was born on October 16, 1987 in Los Angeles County, California. Some of her other roles are Sarah Walker in Horrible Bosses, and Jessica Jameson in NCIS, Los Angeles. Noel was 25 years old, and is currently 36 years old. Lacey is the girlfriend of Lee Christmas, one of the members of the Expendables. She was previously estranged from Lee due to his frequent absences, but they reconciled and got engaged. Lacey is played by Charisma Carpenter, an American actress who was born on July 23, 1970 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some of her other roles are Cordelia Chase in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Angel and Kendall Casablancas in Veronica Mars. Carpenter was 42 years old, and is currently 53 years old. Thank you for watching this video about The Expendables 2. This film is a thrilling sequel to the 2010 blockbuster, featuring an ensemble cast of action stars such as Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, and others. The Expendables 2 delivers non-stop action, humor, and nostalgia for the fans of the genre. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I appreciate your support and feedback. Until next time, stay awesome and keep watching.